Hi guys, it's Amy. I really hope you're well and that everything's going alright. I've kept up to date with the majority of people on Twitter, Facebook, the social networking spectrum, but I have been away for a very long time, probably since about August must have been August was the last time I properly updated you, and even that was a bit shoddy, so I'm back and I have a lot, and I mean a lot, to tell you guys. So if you are interested, I suggest you perhaps go and get a cup of tea, maybe go and get some food, sit in a nice comfortable spot in the living room or your bed or just something, so you can be prepared to listen to everything I have to say, because a lot's happened in the last month or so. A lot of you probably know what's things that have happened already, but it's just an opportunity for you to see my face, for me to talk to you and properly update about what's been happening, because I find that even though I'm not very vocal, I don't know, people say I'm quite good at making videos. I don't really know, we'll find out, but I have a little bit of time before I need to go to work, so let's see how much we can condense down. As you probably can tell, I'm home. I'm home from university because I ended up being a university dropout, and a lot of you know this already because you've read my blog, and if you haven't read the blog post, then I will post it in the description box below and you can go and have a look at that. I left university for so many reasons, 3 main reasons, and none of them have anything to do with the university. There was nothing bad about the university, there was nothing negative regarding my teaching experience or the course or the lecturers or my personal tutor. It was nothing like that. So if any of you guys want to go to Kingston University, this is not to put you off at all. I'm just going to put that out there. However, I did have some very negative experiences regarding my living situation. There were 3 main things that contributed to that, which I've again wrote about in my blog. Don't really want to repeat them. They're on my blog as well if you want to check that out. And I ended up literally a month after I moved in, moving all my stuff back out again, which Nathan was not very happy about because it meant that his car was like full of just boxes and things, and yeah, that was a stressful day. But I'm home now, and as you can imagine, when I got back it was a case of, oh my god, Amy, you are a massive failure, you suck at everything, you can't hold anything down for longer than 5 minutes without wanting to quit, you can't sustain anything, you're already 20. Oh yeah, by the way, I turned 20 in the time I've been away, so I'm not actually a teenager anymore, which is quite exciting. Well, I don't know if that's exciting or quite nerve-wracking. One of the two, I'll decide later on. Yeah, I'm 20 now. I was going to be going into my first year, now I'm not, and like literally I really sunk into this. Well, it was at the time I was at university, but obviously when I got home, depression really struck me because I had no idea what I was going to do. I mean, luckily for me, I have a very supportive group of managers where I work, which I think you guys know where I work, back at home, and they took me back, which was very nice of them. And I have been working there 4 or 5 days a week, and that's been fine. I love my job. I don't want to work there for the rest of my life, but in regard to how most people have their first couple, I mean, this would have been my third job, and it's most definitely the best one that I've been in, considering that the first one was the one that was part of the trigger for my depression. But that's enough of that. It gladly took me back. I've been working there a lot. Obviously it's very nice to be making money which I didn't have as a student, and I've realised a couple of things, lots of things, when I moved out that I probably wouldn't have thought of so much before. For example, I'm not a typical student. My situation was not that of a typical student, and regarding my relationship with Nathan, we'll be 3.5 years soon, so not many people my age have are in a relationship like that, and the distance in that sense was extremely tough. You know, my mental health problems instantly made me not really an outsider, because I didn't really tell anybody about it, but it made, obviously my experiences have made me a lot more mature than the average person, and I found that really hard to contend with. I am known as what is called a very important representative. This is all part of the VIK project, and if you don't know anything about the VIK project, I will post a link down below, but I started getting involved with the VIK project. It was probably this time last year, but obviously with my final year of A-levels approaching, it was really hard. I wrote quite a few blogs regarding our State of Mind manifesto, but I had never actively gotten involved in like production of campaigns and things like that, and I felt bad for that, and it's really nice now being home that I can work towards that. So this week I've been attending meetings and things regarding mental health in schools and universities, as well as the development of a new wellbeing app. Again, in another video, when everything's kind of like more developed, I'll let you know. Writing blogs for a new website called Accede. Again, it's about mental health in schools and resources available for teachers and students and things like that. And I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who answered the questions. I actually had a list of questions regarding mental health in schools, and I thought it'd be really, really useful to get a wide variety of opinions on that. So I asked some very lovely friends of mine, and they were very, very helpful with that, and I got some really good answers from them, so thank you. I'm also, this is quite exciting, I'm going to be participating in a new BBC Three documentary, and I'm not going to, like, I actually have a very, very tiny part in a documentary that's going to be aired next month, which I don't even want to talk about because it's just like, I barely got involved in it. I had my introductory video ready, and that was about it, and I never had the chance to go and actually get the filming done. But there's another one coming up. I'm working with a lovely girl called Sarah, and fingers crossed BBC Three are going to improve this documentary, and we're going to be making it very soon. And again, watch this space. I will let you know like the production element of it, but that's another thing that I'm working on. Obviously it's regarding mental health, I didn't mention that, did I? But it is regarding mental health. Today we actually had a Twitter discussion about self-harm as part of the Talking Taboos week, and if you guys want to have a look at that conversation, then the hashtag is YMChat, and you will see a whole list of the kind of things that we were talking about. It started at about 12 o'clock today. This is Friday today. I don't know when this is going to go up. It might not be Friday. I have to go to work soon, so it might not be Friday. But it started at about 12 o'clock Friday, and it's been going on. It's really, really interesting actually to see other people's opinions. I had some great responses from people as well. Some of the things that I was saying, people being really, really positive about. I met some nice people throughout this Twitter discussion as well. So hi to my new followers and stuff like that. And overall it's a really positive discussion. We've got some really nice ideas about what we want to do to tackle the stigma of self-injury and all that kind of thing. So they are just some of the things that I've been up to since I've been home from university, and of course I've been working part-time as well. So I've been very, very busy, but I've been loving every moment of it. I really have. Getting involved has been great. And also university is going to be on the cards. I'm not giving up having a degree completely. It may be with an organisation such as the Open University, and I'm not sure how widely recognised the Open University are around the world. It's basically like a study from home scheme, so you can do your degree on a part-time basis when you want to do your degree, kind of thing. So instead of the 3-year cluster, you can actually have study for your degree on up to 6 years. Most people tend to complete theirs in about 4 years, but it means that I can still participate in all of this work, not have to move away from my boyfriend and, you know, the person that I love and want to spend the rest of my life with, and still gain my degree and hopefully kind of progress towards a future. which is kind of the point. But again, it's early days, because I'm going back and forth between psychology and literature again, and a stronger element's going towards psychology again. And like, if I do start a degree with the Open University, which is looking likely, it won't be till next October. So I have a very long time to think about my options, but the most important thing for me is that I do have those options and that they are available to me. And I am, for the first time in my life, making the best out of a bad situation. University didn't work out for me, and at the end of the day, it isn't going to work out for everybody. And I've spoken to so many people who are struggling in their first year of university, and my advice to them would be, don't be unhappy for the sake of fitting in or like anything like that. You need to do what's best for you. I knew full well that it wasn't for me the night that I relapsed very slightly into self-injury, and when that happened, I knew full well that I was like, no, if it's going to make me feel like this, I need to go. And for the first time in my life, that really just demonstrated how far I had come in my recovery, because I was thinking in that frame of mind and that kind of perspective, and I was really happy with myself. Like, I was really pleased about that. Obviously, as I say, when I got back, I felt like crap for a good couple of weeks, and however, like, being back at work really helped. I settled back into work really well, met some really nice new people as well who've joined the team, and everything happens for a reason, and I've always lived by that, probably always will live by that. You know, I always see, if I didn't do this, then I wouldn't have met Nathan. If I hadn't have gone to this interview, I wouldn't have got the job where I'm working now. All these kinds of different things. And in that respect, the decision to leave university, I know, has happened for a reason. And although, like, don't get me wrong, I did have some really good experiences at university. I did meet some really lovely people who I will remember for the rest of my life, and they were, in that very short amount of time, very inspiring for me. And yeah, I made some really nice friends, and I had a great time on my birthday, celebrating my 20th birthday. It was a brilliant night, and it had nothing to do with that kind of thing. It wasn't anything to do with that. It was a decision that was personal to me and was right for me as well. It does sadden me when I do see people who are struggling at uni, because they're too scared to leave because they think they're going to be a failure and they think they've screwed up their lives forever, and that's not the case. On that very exciting note, I need to go to work, so I actually have to cut this video short, but I will be back very soon with updates, more videos. I promise I'll be back with more videos this time because I have so much more time on my hands, so please, video requests would be lovely. I'll speak to you guys very soon. I love you all, and goodbye.